To our coverage of today's arraignment of former President Trump. All of this happening as he runs once again for the White House.
Eyewitness News reporter Morgan Norwood is live outside Manhattan Criminal Court in Lower Manhattan with the political impact. Morgan, how do we expect Trump to use this indictment to rally his base?
Yeah, Ken, Charlene, I'd say that he probably has already been doing so. I mean, look, it started last week when he started calling on his supporters to protest this indictment. All week long, we've heard from his attorneys, his legal team, calling this indictment a witch hunt. And, you know, I think one other thing that's pretty telling about perhaps his intentions in terms of using this for his campaign is right after he leaves this courthouse, he's going to get right back on a plane and head to Mar-a-Lago, where he plans to make a speech, where we expect him to lean pretty heavily into some of the rhetoric that we've already heard from him this week involving the indictment. Guys.
Yeah, we'll be hearing from him sometime in the 8 o'clock hour with that from Mar-a-Lago. Morgan, another question for you. In this indictment, it isn't the only legal trouble that the former president is facing, though, right?
Yeah, that's right. The legal troubles just continue to mount for the former president. He is not out of the woods by any means. We've got several investigations, the special counsel investigation into the classified documents that were seized down in Mar-a-Lago. We've got the Georgia elections probe, January 6th. And, you know, those, many would argue, are probably your more heavier cases, the ones that tend to carry a lot more weight in comparison to this case. So definitely not out of the woods just yet. But then I also want to point out that there's another potential case right here in New York. The Manhattan DA's office reportedly investigating a case kind of similar to the one that we're dealing with now. Another alleged hush money payment, this one to Karen McDougal, a former Playboy model. So Trump has denied all wrongdoing in all of these investigations. So we'll certainly see how all of this plays out in the months and the weeks to come. Ken, Charlene.
Thank you so much. The former president calling this a witch hunt for sure.
And stay with Eyewitness News and ABC News as we continue to follow the indictment of former President Trump. ABC News will air a special report when Trump arrives at the courthouse, and you can watch that right here on Channel 7 and wherever you stream ABC 7 News.